Welcome to the next lesson of Amazing Selling Machine, Amazon Coupons. And here's what we'll be going over. What are Amazon coupons, where they show up, why you want to use them, and how to use them. Amazon coupons work very similar to clipping a coupon from a magazine or newspaper, only you do it online and on Amazon. They're also very similar to something called Amazon Promotions, which you'll be learning about in a later video in this module, but they're much easier to use and provide much better visibility for your products. With a coupon, you can give a customer either a flat dollar amount off or a percentage off. They can be used on individual products or groups of products, and they provide a great way to control costs when launching products at a discount, which is exactly why we use them for our launches. Now, here are two important notes to keep in mind. In order to use coupons, you have to have a seller rating of 3.5 or higher. That means you just must have made at least one sale and have gotten one of your buyers to give you seller feedback so that your seller rating is at least 3.5. Also, if you're selling in the European marketplace, coupons are actually called vouchers, but they work exactly the same way. Now, Amazon coupons show up in a lot of places, such as on your product page, the Gold Box Deals page, which is actually the second most trafficked page on Amazon other than the home page. They show up on the Amazon's coupon page, and they also show up in the Amazon search results. Now, there are several reasons why you want to use coupons, such as getting increased sales, higher conversions, higher visibility, especially when these coupons show up in the search results. And there's no need to have a customer enter a promo code. Now, to use coupons is pretty simple. You should find the coupon menu under your advertising menu inside of Seller Central. However, some people don't see it there, and we don't really know why, but if you don't find it in the menu, you simply go to the following URL, sellercentral.amazon.com/sellercoupons/coupons, and you'll have access to them that way. And once you're there, the process is incredibly straightforward. You add your products, you set the discount amount, either a dollar percentage off, and a total budget. You set a start and end date for the coupon. And then if you choose to, you can try to target different groups of people. However, we recommend leaving the targeting option as all Prime members. Otherwise, your coupon won't show up in the search results. And I'll show you how that looks shortly. Now, here's a picture of an Amazon coupon dashboard once it's been filled in and run for a while. But let's go in and actually set up a coupon together. Here's a screenshot of a typical Amazon coupon dashboard, just so you know what it looks like. But let's go in and actually create a coupon together to show you how it's done. So here I am on my coupon dashboard, and to create our first coupon, I'm going to click on Create a New Coupon. And then we can select the product by either typing in the SKU or the ASIN, but I'm lazy, so I'm going to select keyword. It's always much more easier to remember. So let's search for our product and hit go. There's our olive oil sprayer. I'm going to click Add to Coupon. Then it's moved over here and it shows which products we've added. Then we can click Continue to Next Step. Now this screen is where we decide our discount. We can choose either money off or percentage off. I personally like percentage off, but there's nothing wrong with either way you choose it. I'm going to choose 15% off. It can be anywhere between 5 and 80% actually. Then we have to determine if we want to let people use this coupon only one time, or they can use it as many times as they want. Now, for the lower discounts off between 5 and 20%, I'm okay letting people use it multiple times, but once I get above 20%, then I may want to consider limiting it to one redemption per customer. Now we need to give a budget for this overall coupon, and I'm going to use the minimum for $100. I can always increase that later. And then Amazon's giving us just some additional information, letting us know that you may actually go slightly over the $100 budget or whatever your budget is, just the way that these coupons work. Also, that the cost for the coupon is made up of two parts. You pay for the discount you're actually giving the customer and a 60-cent per redemption fee that Amazon gets. So that's not every time they clip it, it's only when they clip the coupon and they use it, you get charged the 60 cents. So now let's go on to the next step. Now here's where we can complete our title. They already give the first part of it. That's always going to be save and then whatever the discount is on. And you just want to come up with a pretty good name for your products. I'm going to call mine the olive oil sprayer. And if you want to see what Amazon does or does not allow, simply click on title guidelines because they don't want you doing any kind of sensationalization here. It has to be pretty basic. Under targeting, this is where I always recommend leave it as all customers. We haven't seen anyone do really well with just targeting Prime, student, or mom members yet. Plus, if you don't have all customers selected, like we mentioned before, your coupon will not show up in the search results, and you definitely want that. Then we have to pick out a schedule. June the 5th will be the start date, and it can run up to 90 days. Let's say I'm going to end it at the end of July. And then we continue to the next step. And now we're done. We just get to review everything about the coupon: the title, the budget, the start date, the end date, who we're targeting, if it's restricted, and then they show you a nice little preview of the coupon. So all you need to do is click on Submit Coupon, and then it'll start on the day that it's scheduled to. And that's it. Now here are some important things to keep in mind about coupons. Once your coupon's created, it should go live within 6 hours. However, we have seen them go live even sooner, within 1 or 2 hours. Coupons can also be used in combination with an Amazon promotion, which again, you'll be learning about in a few lessons here. And even if you have that promotion set to preferential, a promo and a coupon can be combined and stacked together. So for example, if you have a 20% off Amazon coupon and a customer also enters a 20% off Amazon promotion code, well, it's possible that they could get 40% off. Now, the number of people who redeem your coupon will be less than the number that actually have clipped it. And that's just the way people are. Many people will clip the coupon, but not go ahead with the purchase. The sales reporting inside of your Amazon coupon dashboard tends to lag behind a few days, just like other Amazon reports. Once your coupon's live, editing it will only allow you to increase the budget or extend the end dates. You can't change anything else, such as adding a product or changing the discount amount. If you want to do any of those things, you need to deactivate your coupon and create a new one. Coupons also automatically shut off when you get to be around 80% of your overall budget. And Amazon does it intentionally to make sure that a lot of people who have clipped your coupon don't suddenly redeem it and then make you go over your budget. So their failsafe is to turn your coupon off when you get to be around 80%, just to make sure you don't go over. Now, if a coupon expires because of your budget, it ran out of budget, you can't simply turn it back on by adding more budget. Once it's expired, you must create a new one. And lastly, there are some products on Amazon that are restricted from running coupons because of their category. Now, Amazon does not give us a list of all the products or categories that are restricted. We've just seen this from experience, and they're usually either weapons related or adult themed, and Amazon simply does not want people running coupons on them for one reason or another. There's nothing really you do about it, but if you set up your product and you see after it's started that you're getting an error and that it's a restricted product, that's the reason. And now it's time to take action. Once you have inventory, go set up your first Amazon coupon. And coming up, learn about Amazon Lightning deals that can not only boost your product sales, but also your rankings. So head on over and I'll see you in that lesson.